Alright. It's been a long old while since I've put a video out on this channel. Yeah, so the clips from this video started recording at the end of May, and it's now the middle of October, so yeah, it's been a little while. Yeah, got a little bit caught up in the hype with the Genesis 2 launch. I've got a little bit bored of that series, so we're probably going to focus on this one for now. I've also been watching a lot of other YouTubers' modded series, so I'm going to rush through this one a little bit. Probably just focus on the island for now, and then we're going to get on to a modded series of our own. And yeah, so we'll take you back to the clips I recorded at the end of May, start of June, and move on from there. Okay guys, wasn't planning to start the episode here, but I've just been out scouting and we've got this 174 female RG. Yeah, gonna have a go at taming that, and that will enable us to breed out some better ones. So I'm just going to land up here. Unfortunately, don't have any shopping trank darts on me. Don't really want to fly back to base just in case I can't find her again. So we're going to have to try with the regular trank darts. Hopefully this should be enough to get her knocked out. Well, I think she might be running now. Oh, missed. Okay, that's not great. Gonna have to follow her, see if we can take her down in another decent spot. Oh, she's going into land. This could be good. Missed. Okay, don't fly off. Yes, perfect. Right, RG should have some prime on him. That'll be plenty. Okay, so just got to sit and wait for her to get up, and that hopefully shouldn't take too long. To keep an eye out for any other predators in the meantime. And of course we're going to enable the tracker. So yeah, that's going to take a little while. We'll bring you back when we get her up, and yeah, we'll get her back over to the base and have a look at her stats. So there we have it, it's just tamed out just as I landed. Give her a name a little bit later. And let's just pop her away and we'll head back to base. So here we are. So we take a look at her stats. She's got her highest stat is movement speed. It's a bit of a waste, but other than that she's got good health and melee, so that's pretty decent. I can't remember what the stats on the other one were, but given the difference in levels they're not going to be probably any better than that for anything. So I'm going to get these two breeding, and we will probably wait until we've got one with most of the stats from this one, and then get that imprinted, and that's going to be our new sort of general use RG. So pop her down here, and our original one here. That's going to be a bit too far from the aircon actually, isn't it? Oh, I could put another aircon down. That makes sense. So first of all, let's hitch them both up. See, she's already higher level than the one we've been leveling, so it's going to be pretty good. Okay, so let's get an aircon built before that lays an egg. Which section were they in again? Electrical. And there we go, let's pop that down. Wow, it's taken a long time to incubate. Okay. Let's see if getting it closer helps at all. No, that's just how long it's going to take. Okay, so she's going to be stacking those eggs up a little bit, but that should be fine. Hopefully that's still in range for the Dino Storage command console thing to pick them up. We'll come back in a little while and see what we've got. Okay, so it's not been very long at all. These are in fact the first two RGs that we've bred out. However, this one, despite being only a level 212, the only stats he's inherited from the lower level one that we've had for ages is the food and oxygen. So his melee, stam, weight and health are all pretty good. So might as well just imprint this guy and then we'll use him for the time being. Unless we get any better ones come out. Okay, cooked meat jerky, we can do that. Same again, okay. Right, so that should now be 100% imprinted. So I'm going to let this guy finish growing up and slap a saddle on him, take him out and see what he's like. So we've got 15 levels put into him so far. Just been putting him into health at the moment, so that's up to nearly 30k. Right off the bat, 750 melee and 1000 weight, that's really good. Stam, nearly 3k, that's pretty much where we'll want it to be. Might go a little bit higher, but no real need. And yeah, I'm going to carry on leveling this guy up. And obviously get him healed up a little bit because he's very low health from where I've been pumping it. And we'll bring you back in a short while and let's see if we've got any other decent ones bred up. So what we're actually going to do, because this one's got better all-round stats, it's going to give us a better chance if we breed against that one. to get all the best stats combined. So we're going to pop away our original RG. Thanks for your service, you've been great. And is there anything in here I need? No, that's all trash. And yeah, we're going to bring the new guy over, set this one mating, and yeah, we'll come back in a little while and see what they've managed to produce for us. Okay guys, just been out doing a little bit more scouting, mainly just looking for saber-tooths and otters. I found an otter back that way a little bit, but I just had to show you this. There's 4 Alpha Raptors just standing around together. So yeah, I'm gonna have to come out and just kill a load of stuff along this river because it's getting out of hand now. I know there's a few more about as well. I think there's 2 more back that way, so probably go and get the Ferrozinos, breed out the ones we're going to use for the Broodmother, and then level them up down this way. Should get them a good amount of levels. So I'll bring you back in a little while once I've bred those up and imprinted them. And yeah, we'll take this lot on. Just thought that was hilarious that they're all just 4 of them all stood together doing very little. So yeah, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so we're back in the modern world. Since we've been away, I've done a few things. First of all, we've got the Ferrozino army ready to take on the bosses, starting with the Broodmother. These guys, I think they're going to be pretty strong. Also, being omnivores or herbivores allows us to use sweet vegetable cakes to heal them. Probably going to have to get a Daedon and either a Tyrannus or a Mammoth to buff them in the fight as well. I've also tamed up a new Anki and bred this one out. It was a 180 wild Anki, and with the breeding that gives us the imprinting buff. So that one's going to be able to get a bit more metal for us and stuff. But yeah, so we're back here. As we said earlier, we've got a load of Alpha Raptors down the other end of the river. So what we're going to do, I think, with the Dino Storage mod, any animals that are in our inventory are going to be able to gain experience from any combat we do and stuff like that. So we've got this Ferrozinosaur, it's got 1 extra mutation. All the others have 20 mutations into melee. So we're going to pick these guys up. And then we're going to go and see if we can take on the Alpha Raptors down the river a little bit. And yeah, so this guy's already got 42 levels into him. As I said, we're going to need a Daedon to help the healing, but we're going to level this guy straight up to 50,000 melee. Just under 50,000, and we'll put the rest of the levels into melee damage, and hopefully that should make this guy good and strong. We could come to regret this yet, but yeah, we'll go down the river, see if we can take out the rest of the Alpha Raptors that are spawned down there. Like I said, some time has passed since the previous clips. We've got our S+, I think that's the farmer down there. We've got the item collector and the gardener inside our hut, which are collecting up everything for us, just basically automating all the farming, gardening type things. So we're just ending up with all the crops in our right next to our fridge, basically. If we just follow down this way a little bit, there's a whole bunch of Alpha Raptors doing 2,000 damage standard, so that's should be alright. I think we can take on more black. Okay, nearly 3,500 as standard without the mate boosted debuff. So yeah, I'm going to keep chucking these into melee. Yeah, I'm hoping we're going to be capable of taking on the 4 Alpha Raptors in the same spot. We've also got this Noglin Chibi, which I've named Boglin, which obviously we need to kill alphas to level that up, so once we do that, we'll be able to add a few extra levels to our character, who is currently maxed out. Didn't quite get the level tables where I wanted them on this server, so they're yeah, I've progressed through the levels a little quicker than I would have hoped. Gonna have to kill any Troodons on the way down there, because Troodons are just a pain in the balls. What am I carrying? A lot of wood. Okay, I'll drop that. And yeah, so before we go into the cave, because we're going to need some artifacts to enter the Broodmother arena, we're going to need to get the artifacts to get in there, so I'm going to try and get an otter, because that way we can take multiple artifacts out of each cave rather than having to rerun them all. So here are the 4 Alpha Raptors. Wish me luck, let's see how this goes. Okay, not doing badly at all. So this guy's pretty low health, although I think it was only about 12,500 originally, so it's not too bad. Yeah, that's got some levels on the Noglin. Let's just put some more into melee damage. And there are still several more Alpha Raptors further down the river. We're also going to need a couple 100,000 hide to make the upgraded saddles for all these Ferrozenosaurs. I think I need about 2,000 or more hide per saddle, so might even actually no, I think it's more like 10,000 hide per saddle, so we're going to need to do quite a lot of farming before the boss fights commence. But this guy's hitting really hard now, so I don't think we're going to have any problems with that. Okay, so some normal raptors here. Looks like we've got some more Alpha Raptors just up this way. 3 more of them, in fact. And that's the end of them. Again, we seem to have harvested up loads of wood, so we'll drop 1 stack of that. I think there were a couple more, just a little bit further along, possibly. Maybe not. Okay. So yeah, let's just pop the rest of these levels into melee damage. This guy's going to be hitting ridiculously hard now, so we shouldn't struggle too much if we do come across any more alphas. And obviously that's going to help a lot with leveling up both all these Ferrozenosaurs, and yeah, we've just hit level 2 with the Noglin. So that's given us 1 more level for our own character. I'm just going to put that into Fortitude for now. Might end up having to run a mind wipe on this, or possibly tweaking the server settings for the what the percent per level, as I'm not sure it's entirely where we want it to be just yet. I've only got about 150 levels, character levels on this server. I think I've got the same on the on the levels I can apply to a dinosaur. Yeah, this is it's a modded series, but it's kind of like a vanilla with sprinkles, as Syntac would call it. So we're not quite running the crazy sort of levels that a lot of YouTubers are for a modded series, which quite often people go to about 300 extra levels. We will be doing that when we get on to whatever modded series I decide to run next on this. It's probably going to be Pugnacia or Primal Fear. So yeah, we're going to focus on this series for the time being. Definitely going to carry on with this until we've at least defeated the first couple of bosses, or the basic bosses. I'm not sure if I'm going to go all the way to doing the tech cave at this point and the overseer, but we'll definitely at least do the Broodmother, Megapithecus, and the what's the other one? The dragon. Before we move on from this. So yeah, we'll just head back to base and see what sort of levels the other Pharaohzinos have got. I'm definitely going to have to level all those guys up before I get onto the bosses. And then the rest of the plan for the time being, obviously we need to do the caves, so I'm going to need to tame something to do those with. Currently I'm thinking probably a saber-tooth. They seem to have really high torpor resistance as standard, so if we can get a high level saber, that should be... where am I going? Up this way a bit more. Yeah, a saber would be a useful tame for the caves. Stop it getting knocked out and getting us killed. I've also added the Lethals Reusables mod, which gives us a reusable grappling hook for the crossbow. That's the only reason I'm using that one. Just can't be bothered to be crafting up like 70 grappling hooks to get through one or two caves. So yeah, we'll head back to base and we'll see you back there and see what this has left our Pharaohzino army with in terms of stats. Okay, so Ladies goes back out. It doesn't seem like they've got quite as much experience as I might have hoped, but yeah, they've got like 26, 27 levels each. Like I said, we need an otter for the caves, so there was a level 24 otter back down the beach away. So we're going to go check that out, see if we can find that guy, and if not, we're going to have to go look elsewhere for an otter. And yeah, we'll bring you back in just a second when we've had a little look for him. Okay, so it was somewhere around this this little fork in the river that I think I saw our otter friend before. So just gonna have to have a little scout about, see if we can find him or her. Is that... no, that's... that looks like a salmon. Right. Just gonna pull this raptor out of the water. Take that out. So we don't want that interfering with us while we're trying to get to the otter. But he seems to have lost interest, so we're just gonna have to shoot that. If I could aim, that would be hugely beneficial. There we go. In the time it's been away, I've also decided that we're going to try and move things on a little bit quicker. So, oh, there's our otter friend. So we've added the destructive tester mod, or we started using that at least. It was in from the beginning of the series, but I haven't been using it. Is that the same otter? Yeah, that is the same level 24 otter. So what that allows us to do is to basically level up our items, our equipment, and to max it out to near the top level that is available. So to tame this otter, I'll show you that a bit more of that a little bit when we get back to base. In order to tame the otter, what we're going to need to do is to kill some fish and drag them over to it. So we're going to have to deal with the piranhas while we do this. Right, so if we drag this, and if we can locate the otter again, there's definitely something trying to chase us. Okay, so we're going to need to follow this little guy around, try and feed him some fish that we are dragging up to him. Oh, it only took one. That is welcome news. Okay, so he's only a level 24. It's not in any means the highest level we could have found, but this guy is at least going to allow us to take multiple artifacts from the caves, which is all we really want from it. So we're going to want to level up weight on this guy once he's got a few levels, because I think it can only carry up to either half or the full weight that is allowed. I think artifacts weigh 5 each, so we're going to have to level that up. Let's just pick him up normally for now, and we'll take him back to base. So yeah, it's a low level otter. We could get something higher, but yeah, basically it's good enough for now. Otters are usually quite hard to find, at least on the island map, so yeah, we're going to make do with this. If we come across a higher level one, we'll try and tame that, but otherwise this is going to allow us to get more than one artifact per cave, basically. So that means we don't have to rerun the same cave multiple times to do the bosses on their various difficulty levels. So yeah, we'll catch you back when we've got back to the base, and I think the next thing on our hit list is going to be to get a saber to do the caves with, and then a Daedon. Also, with the Ferrozinos being herbivores, may have mentioned this already, but we're going to be able to use sweet vegetable cakes to heal them. So we're going to have to go and get some giant bee honey and set up a domesticated beehive, thanks to the S+ mod, so that we can farm honey to make the sweet vegetable cakes. But anyway, let's just park this guy in his proper place. So we have ourselves an otter. All levels for now. I'm going to be going into weight, and yeah, I think we're going to probably wrap this episode up here, and next episode we will go out and tame ourselves a saber-tooth or a baryonyx maybe. I've heard those are really good for caving. And a Daedon to be our sort of raid healer for when we're possibly in the boss fights, but mainly just when we get out of them to recover for the next one. So yeah, thanks for joining me again, and please like and subscribe, and yeah, the more interaction I get on the videos, the more sort of motivated I feel to keep making them a regular schedule. This one has taken forever, as I mentioned. I'm hoping to speed things up again, probably having the next episode out in the next couple of days. And yeah, we'll catch you soon. And yeah, hope you're having a good day, and yeah, take it easy. See you on the next one.